Damian Priest's next challenger, Drew McIntyre.
This is Bretto live on YouTube.
What is going on, guys? Bretto live back with another video. Today we have the Week in Review episode 258, where we go over Raw and SmackDown in a WWE action figure setup style. We're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw first. It was a solid show. Let's do this. Starting off with an absolute banger opening segment to open up the show is Damian Priest, our World Heavyweight Champion, coming out and getting interrupted by Drew McIntyre, who wants a WWE Championship opportunity. He said, Damian Priest, you're a paper champion, and I deserve next in line. And Damian Priest, he's like, okay, yeah, you're the next in line, but first, let me talk some crap about you. The main thing that Priest said, which really pissed off Drew, he made CM Punk more important than his own wife at WrestleMania 40 when he lost the WWE Championship and Damian Priest cashed in. This was absolutely insane. I loved this segment. Any segment with Drew McIntyre nowadays is always going to be amazing. As far as their match coming up, I can't wait for the WWE Championship. I do see it ending very similar to how it's been, where CM Punk screws Drew. I could see it happening literally again, because I feel like CM Punk's going to be medically cleared soon, so they're definitely going to be doing that. But this was an amazing opening segment to open up the show. Io Sky went one-on-one with Shayna Baszler in a Queen of the Ring tournament match. This was a pretty solid match, and I kind of wanted them to take the route where Shayna Baszler could possibly win, because I'm a Shayna Baszler fan. To be honest with you, I think she's pretty good, but you know they had to take the route of the former champion, that being Io Sky. Io Sky hits the over-the-moonsault to pick up the victory over Shayna Baszler and head even closer to being Queen of the Ring. Once again, this match was pretty good. Kofi Kingston looked to defend the honor of Xavier Woods, the former King of the Ring, by going up against Gunther. This was a King of the Ring tournament match. I enjoyed this match, bro. Kofi Kingston's heart in this match never gave up. He tried his absolute best, but in the end, Gunther was able to take out Kofi Kingston by tapping him out, just like he did with Sheamus. Dude, Gunther's becoming like a submission magician, I swear. He's been tapping people out left and right. He takes out Kofi Kingston, and Gunther is one step closer to being King of the Ring. I do see them going the Gunther route. King Gunther, I mean, I just don't see him getting pinned. Like, who's going to pin Gunther in this tournament? Stay tuned. We're going to talk about the main event, guys. As far as this match goes, I really enjoyed this match. I thought it was pretty good. Chad Gable wanted results from the Alpha Academy on this episode's Monday Night Raw. That's why he set up a match between Akira Tozawa and Bronson Reed. He's like, Akira, I expect a victory over a guy that's 3 times your weight. But anyways, Bronson Reed absolutely decimates Akira Tozawa by hitting the tsunami splash. And then you already know Chad Gable had to berate him and freaking talk a bunch of crap to him while he was down. We'll turn him that way for now. We'll turn him back towards Otis in a second. But yeah, he was freaking berating Akira Tozawa, and I just felt bad for Akira Tozawa. I'm not gonna lie. He got embarrassed here. Oh, also, Lyra Valkyria went one-on-one with Zoe Stark in a Queen of the Ring match. Lyra Valkyria comes out on top, picks up the victory, one step closer to becoming Queen of the Ring. Otis had an opportunity against the Intercontinental Champion, Sami Zayn. Let's be honest, Otis stood no chance here. The Intercontinental Champion's been untouched ever since winning the championship, and Chad Gable, you already know, was on ringside trying to coach Otis through this match, but I feel like Chad Gable was the reason that Otis lost this match. Otis couldn't be himself. Gable didn't want him doing the worm, and then he did the worm anyways, and then it just all went south from there. Otis got hit with the Halula kick by Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn picks up the victory, and then Chad Gable decides to berate Otis, just like he did with Akira Tozawa earlier in the show. But with Otis, it was worse. It was worse. Physical touch, pushed his face. Sami Zayn couldn't take anymore, so he ran down to the ring, tried to defend Otis, but then Otis he kept coming back to Gable. He even helped him up on the outside of the ring, and then Chad Gable still slaps Otis. I was like, what? And then tells him it's your fault. I was like, bro, Gable, it's your fault. You're a horrible coach. You're absolutely horrible coach, dude. But yeah, Otis loses, and man, you just gotta feel for Otis. Justice for Otis, man. It's only a matter of time till he turns on Chad Gable. Let's be honest. Come on. Becky Lynch went one-on-one with Dakota Kai, and this match got thrown out the window. Right after Becky Lynch locked in the disarmor, here comes Damage Control, Io Sky, and freaking Kairi Sane. They run in the ring, they attack Becky Lynch, disqualification, and then here comes Lyra Valkyria to help out her fellow Irish sister, Becky Lynch. She helped fend off Damage Control, but then here comes Liv Morgan. Becky Lynch has a lot of enemies. Liv Morgan jumps the barricade and just randomly sends Becky Lynch into the steel post. Little payback for Liv Morgan since Becky Lynch slapped her earlier in the show, so I don't blame Liv for sending Becky into the steel post, and I'm not gonna lie, but it's cool seeing Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch have a little relationship there, even after Lyra Valkyria was the one that took the title off of Becky Lynch in NXT, which is pretty crazy, but they're both Irish, so they got that connection. It was an amazing fatal 4-way tag team match to determine the next WWE Tag Team Champion #1 contenders for Awesome Truth. It was the Judgment Day's Finn Balor and JD McDonough going up against Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, the New Catch Republic, as well as AOP and Creed Brothers. This was an amazing fatal 4-way tag team match. I thought for sure it was going to be New Catch Republic. They were literally tearing the house down, and then here comes Carlito, who's been trying to prove himself to the Judgment Day and literally get in the Judgment Day. Why would you want to be part of the Judgment Day, Carlito? I don't get it. But Carlito does a backstabber on the announce table? Are you an idiot? Dude, you're literally going to destroy your own back by hitting a backstabber on the announce table. Like, you're literally taking the bump. Like, I don't get, I didn't get the backstabber on the announce desk. But anyways, he gets involved, and that allows the Judgment Day to pick up the victory. Finn Balor hits the coup de grace on Pete Dunne. 1, 2, 3. We got new #1 contenders, which is pretty cool. I like the Judgment Day winning this one. I feel like it felt right. It felt good. But yeah, Carlito proving himself more and more of the Judgment Day. Will Damian Priest accept him? Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. Most unpredictable match of the night, in my opinion. The up-and-coming Ilya Dragonov to Monday Night Raw went one-on-one with Jey Uso in a King of the Ring tournament match. This match was really freaking good. I thought we were going to see a little Siege bar. Boom! I thought he was going to knock out Jey Uso, but it didn't happen. Jey Uso hit this wicked spear midair and then hit the Uso splash off that top rope to pick up the victory. 1, 2, 3. And I loved the stare down that Gunther and Jey Uso had at the end of the show. I thought it was awesome, setting up for our semifinals match. That's going to be Gunther versus Jey. Winner goes to Saudi. I can't wait. I think Jay's going to get screwed by somebody, though. I feel like Gunther needs to go to Saudi. I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like you need a heel king, and I feel like that man is Gunther. I feel like Gunther's the guy, but it would be really cool to see Jey pick up the victory. But I don't see Jey being a king. I think it would be really cringe. I don't know. I don't know about that one. We'll have to wait and see, though. I loved this main event. I thought this Monday Night Raw in a whole was pretty good. It had its flaws, but it was still a solid show. Yes, I'm going back to ranking my shows out of 10. So we are going to give this show a solid 6 out of 10. I thought it was an okay Monday Night Raw. Kind of boring at some points, but it still had its really good moments. That's why I'm giving it a mid 6 out of 10. My favorite moment / promo / match, my favorite thing about this show was the Drew and Damian Priest promo. I absolutely loved that segment, bro. Friday Night SmackDown from Jacksonville, Florida. AEW country, if you know what I'm saying. This is Friday Night SmackDown. The King and Queen of the Ring tournament is coming to a wrap, so we had some quarterfinal matchups on this episode of SmackDown that we are going to talk about right now. We actually opened the show with one. It was Tiffany Stratton versus Bianca Belair. Yes, I do know that's Summer Rae. I just posed that as a Tiffany Stratton figure. I think it works. Tiffany Stratton worked the knee of Bianca Belair this entire match. It was a solid opening match to open up the show. Bianca Belair did hit the KOD to pick up the victory over Tiffany Stratton. I was kind of pulling for Tiffany Stratton, I'm not going to lie. But it was Bianca Belair with the kiss of death to take the W. Great match. Another quarterfinals match over here. Tama Tonga went one-on-one with LA Knight. Yeah, we had the new Bloodline on ringside with the new tribal chief, that being Solo Sikoa, and he also had Tonga Loa by his side. Solo Sikoa did get involved. He jumped on the apron, distracted LA Knight multiple times in this match, allowing Tama Tonga to take advantage. A little pay dirt maneuver to LA Knight to pick up the victory and advance to the finals of the freaking King of the Ring, which is absolutely insane. Tama Tonga will be facing another person I will talk about here in a few, but this was a pretty solid match. But to see LA Knight kind of just lose like that was it didn't really feel really good. Last week, I wanted answers. Logan Paul, Cody Rhodes at the King and Queen of the Ring in Saudi Arabia. Is it for both championships? championships. Is it winner take all? No, it's not. Well, it was supposed to be. Till Logan Paul got his lawyer involved and said, I didn't agree for a winner take all match. I agreed to a WWE Undisputed Universal Championship match. So, basically, Logan Paul has nothing to lose and everything to gain. He can't lose his United States Championship. Only Cody Rhodes can lose his title. And the humble man that Cody is, at first it was a hard pill to swallow, as well as it was for Nick Aldis. But Cody Rhodes is just like, screw it. I don't care. I'll sign your stupid contract, Logan Paul. Because Logan Paul tore up the original one. So it's only going to be for the Undisputed Universal Championship. I'm so glad we finally have an official answer for that, because they had me so confused last week. I'm like, oh my god, Cody Rhodes is going to be a double champion. This is going to be amazing. But that's not the case anymore. This ended in an all-out brawl with Cody Rhodes sending one of Logan Paul's little prime hydration buddies through a table, which was pretty cool. Logan Paul ended up escaping after the brawl. This was a solid contract signing, though. I did enjoy it, giving us some clarification on what's going to go down at the Queen of the Ring. King and Queen of the Ring, sorry. Jade Cargill versus Nia Jax. Quarterfinals match here in the Queen of the Ring, and I'm like, oh my god, this is going to be amazing. Jade Cargill's going to win. She's going to fight Bianca Belair in the semifinals. This is going to be amazing. Can't wait for her to beat Nia Jax, right? No! Jade Cargill uses a steel chair right to the back of Nia Jax and gets disqualified. I was like, what? That is so shocking. Yes, last week I did say I would like to see a Queen Nia Jax. I think that would be fire. So I'm not that disappointed about this outcome, but just the way they did it, though. Like, bro, Jade Cargill is not a rookie, dude. Like, she would never just use a steel chair randomly like that in a super high stakes match like this. It just didn't make sense to me. But Nia Jax did take the W by disqualification because Jade Cargill used a steel chair. The zebra stripes had to run out and freaking break things up because this brawl got out of hand. Even where Jade Cargill got her head busted open, she was bleeding, man. And I loved how Jade Cargill's daughter was on ringside. I thought that was so adorable. I loved that. It just didn't really make too much sense. They kind of made Jade Cargill look kind of dumb here. DIY has finally made it to SmackDown, and my god, they needed this fresh start. Coming from Monday Night Raw, they were doing absolutely jack nothing on Raw. They were losing every match, so it feels so good to see them here on SmackDown taking the W. Yeah, they won their tag team match against Legado de Fantasmas, Bretto and Angel. I enjoyed this match. I thought it was pretty good. Got the point across. The DIY is here to stay, and they want the WWE Tag Team Championships that A-Town Down Under, Austin Theory, and Grayson Waller currently hold. They were actually on ringside, so this is definitely going to be the match. It's going to be DIY versus A-Town Down Under, and you best bet I'm excited about it. The main event of the show was the last quarterfinals match in the King of the Ring side of things. It was Carmelo Hayes, HIM, going up against Randy Orton, the Viper. Dude, I love when Randy Orton was making his entrance, and he saw the sign that lady was holding up. If you missed it, go back and watch it. A woman had a sign that said, "Bring back psychotic Randy Orton. Bring back the punt." And Randy Orton looked at it and he nodded. He's like, okay, give it time. I'm like, oh my god, bring back Menace Orton. We all want it. We all want heel Orton. Let's be honest, we do. Face Orton's fun, but we all want heel Orton. This match was really decent. Carmelo Hayes can move, bro, and Randy Orton is obviously amazing. Dude, I can't even count how many times Randy Orton slammed Carmelo Hayes' back on the poor announce desk, bro. I felt bad for freaking Carmelo Hayes and the dang announce desk. I was like, oh my god. In the end, we saw an amazing RKO where Carmelo Hayes went for a little springboard off the ropes. He met an RKO. It looked super clean, something like this. It was awesome. Randy Orton advances, and he's going to be facing Tama Tonga to go on to the finals to probably face Gunther, or if it's Jey Uso, we'll find out on Monday Night Raw. I think it's going to be Gunther, but we'll see. It could be King Yeet. It might not be, but Randy Orton advances, going to be facing Tama Tonga. I'm excited about that one. And then, of course, they do a little face-to-face, and Randy Orton's like, did you forget who I am? And he did a little introduction about Randy Orton, and he was freaking salivating at the mouth like a freaking dog. I was like, oh my god, dude, get out of the way. This is freaking insane. This episode of SmackDown absolutely smacked. Some solid wrestling, some solid storytelling, a little bit of clarification, if you know what I'm saying. Man, they left us with such a cliffhanger last week. Favorite match of the night had to easily be Carmelo Hayes versus Randy Orton. I thought that one stole the show. Out of 10, not out of 5 anymore. We're going to be ranking these shows out of 10 going forward. 6 out of 10, just like Monday Night Raw. Let me know your rankings down in the comment section down below. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this week in review. This is Bretto Live, signing out.